This is AP News Minute. Minnesota and the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul are suing to stop the federal immigration enforcement surge. Tensions between immigration agents and protesters have risen since an ICE officer fatally shot 37-year-old Renee Good. Iran eased some restrictions and let people make international mobile phone calls after a crackdown on nationwide protests. The internet and texting services remained blocked, and hundreds are dead. Authorities in Kharkiv, Ukraine say at least 4 people are dead and 6 injured after an overnight Russian military strike. The U.S. is accusing Russia of a dangerous and inexplicable escalation of the war. Democratic Senator Mark Kelly is suing the Pentagon over its attempts to punish him. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said he censored Kelly for taking part in a video that urged troops to resist unlawful orders.
Now, the Tennessee Valley's certified most accurate forecast from the Fox 54 Weather Impact Team.
And a very good Tuesday morning to you. I'm Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Overall, it's going to be a really nice Tuesday across the Tennessee Valley, much better compared to what we saw on Monday. Now, we're going to get plenty of sunshine this afternoon. That's not really the improvement. We had plenty of sunshine on Monday. The improvement's going to come where we're going to talk about above normal temperatures today. Really excited to share those with you, and I will here in just a second. Now, rain is going to build into the Tennessee Valley as we head into Wednesday morning, and then it's likely going to stick with us as we head into Wednesday afternoon. That rain's going to come to an end as we head into Wednesday evening, and it could end as just a couple of light snow flurries, specifically across northeast Alabama and then up across southern middle Tennessee. Then as we head into your Thursday, it's just genuinely going to be really cold Thursday afternoon. Heading out the door, getting on the school bus for the kids. You're heading out the door for work this morning. 31 at 7, 34 by 8, 41 by 9, 46 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. Plenty of sunshine, so while it's going to be chilly, it's at least going to look really pretty outside. Temperatures climbing into the mid-50s this afternoon. See, above average temperatures today. The average high temperature for this time of year, right around 52 or 53 degrees. So we're going to enjoy this while we can across northwest Alabama. We're making a pretty solid run at 60 degrees. I think we're going to fall just shy. This evening, 50 at 6, 47 at 7, 46 by 8, 45 by 9. As we head into the later part of the evening and then early into the overnight, I think we're going to begin to notice an increase in cloud cover. And again, that's going to be associated with our next opportunity for rain. We stay relatively warm as we head into the overnight and then early into your Wednesday morning. Temperatures dropping into the mid and upper 30s. A couple of us might only drop as low as the lower 40s. As we head into your Wednesday afternoon, cooler again, very similar to what we saw on Monday. Temperatures climbing into the upper 40s and lower 50s. Now, here's Futurecast. As we head into the Wednesday morning commute, beginning to see a little bit of rain develop across northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, and Franklin counties, up across southern and middle Tennessee, Giles and Lincoln counties. This is going to continue to build in as we head into the later part of the morning, so this is going to have an impact on the Wednesday morning commute. You're going to want to allow yourself several extra minutes as you head out the door for Wednesday morning's commute, just because we are going to be looking at a little bit of rain. That rain's going to stick around through the early part of the afternoon, but then come to an end somewhat quickly as we head into the evening. During this time frame, 6 p.m. Wednesday to kind of 9 or 10 p.m. on Wednesday, that's when we're going to be looking at that chance for a couple of isolated snow flurries. Now, is any of that activity actually going to accumulate on the ground? No, the ground temperatures are going to be far too warm. Wednesday evening, we're going to be talking about ground temperatures in the mid and upper 40s. We dry out, clear out even more as we head into Thursday afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, but again, Thursday is going to be cold. 57 today, 48 tomorrow, just 34 degrees on Thursday. That's all the better we're going to do. 47 though on Friday, so we are going to rebound. 43, 37 Saturday and Sunday. So the weekend not going to be bad, but it is going to be chilly. Opportunity for a little bit of precipitation on Sunday. A couple of models trying to bring in a couple of light snow showers into the Tennessee Valley on Sunday. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think we're probably going to end up staying dry. 40 degrees on Monday. Stick around to Fox 54 Plus. Got more weather and traffic updates coming up.
Election integrity has been a hot topic recently nationwide and here in Alabama. Today, the Secretary of State releasing new details from an audit to remove non-citizens from state voter rolls. The Alabama Secretary of State's office already reported last week that 186 voters had been identified as non-citizens and ineligible to vote. That figure amounts to less than 0.1% of those on Alabama voter rolls. Now, we know exactly where those individuals were registered. 21 in Madison County, for instance. That's the second highest number among all counties in the state, behind Jefferson County. But the audit also found of the 186 illegal voters, only 25 cast a ballot. Fox 54 spoke with Secretary of State Wes Allen, and he tells us these audits are worth it, even if very few illegal voters are found.
It's worth it. And even one non-citizen on our voter file, and even one non-citizen that cast a ballot is too many. The standard is high in our office. And, you know, this process started a while back, and we signed a memorandum of understanding with DHS back last summer, and then started the process. You know, we've got about a 3.7 million or so registered voters on our voter file here in the state of Alabama. And it took a while.
As far as the audits are concerned, Secretary Allen also tells Fox 54 that there are no plans to stop similar audits from happening in the future.
Only American citizens should be voting in Alabama elections, plain and simple. And, you know, as long as I'm Secretary of State, we're going to continue to have regular and robust voter file maintenance, because it is the foundation of election integrity. If we don't get voter file maintenance right, it can really get off in a ditch in a hurry.
Allen says of the 25 people who illegally voted in an election, law will be referred to law enforcement.
Sitting at 1-2 in SWAC play, it's been a disappointing start to the conference schedule for the Alabama A&M men's basketball team. Bulldogs losing their most recent game to Alcorn on Saturday, but they had to have a short memory because Mo Williams and Jackson State were in town this evening. Alabama A&M looking for its first win over the Tigers since 2022. That's 2 coaches ago. Into the second half, Sammy Pieces flings it over Kentavious Dozier. He pulls up from the corner and knocks down the triple, and he was not done. Cross-court pass to Dozier. Same spot, same result. Dozier was 4 of 8 from three-point range, finished with a team-high 31 points. The only reason why he didn't have a game high was because Deshaun Ruffin was practically unstoppable. He ended the night with 39 points. That's more than the next 2 highest Tiger scorers combined. But Alabama A&M gets the job done. They go inside to James Graham III, and he's going to take it to my favorite place, Dunk City in the paint. Bulldogs pick up a big win over Jackson State. Final score 100-91. Bulldogs 2-2 in SWAC play. Let's talk to Coach Dante Jackson.
We got Pieces fouled out, Dozier fouled out. If those guys don't foul out, I really believe this game is over a long time ago, because you got your ball handlers on there, your decision makers on the court making decisions. But we got put in a situation where those 2 guys fouled out with like 2 minutes left. Jackson did a good job of turning up the heat, and the thing that I liked the most about it is that we had other guys find a way to execute and get the job done.
A new man to lead Madison's Boys of Summer. Good evening and welcome into sports. A baseball lifer at both the collegiate and professional affiliate level, Joe Krusel has been named the 3rd manager in the history of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Krusel takes over for Andy Schatzley, who was promoted to the big leagues, being named the infield coach for the Los Angeles Angels. The last few seasons, they've been rough for the Pandas. They've been one of, if not the worst teams in the Southern League, and they have not made the postseason since 2022. The Angels as a whole have also been consistently ranked as one of the bottom 3 farm systems in baseball during this pretty bad stretch. Well, who is Joe Krusel? Who's the guy taking over? Well, for starters, he's been involved with either collegiate or professional baseball for over 30 years. The 60-year-old made his managerial debut back in 1993 as the head coach of the University of Toledo. He led the Rockets for 10 seasons. And while he never made the NCAA tournament, he was named the MAC Coach of the Year in 1999. Since then, he's held a manager role for 5 different affiliated minor league ball clubs, mostly a member of the St. Louis Cardinals organization. Most recently, though, in 2019 with the AA Springfield Cardinals. His last job was in independent baseball, managing the Billings Mustangs in 2021. Overall, Krusel brings a .473 and .472 record to the Trash Pandas.
The weather's given us plenty of challenges this fall. It's been quite a bit warmer down in Colorado, this area in the West in general. I've been building alpine ski race venues for well over 35 years. But it's been touch and go whether we were going to get the temps we needed to prepare these slopes.
Winter is changing, and that's challenging winter sports around the world. We've seen, especially the last 5 years, multiple cancellations of FIS races, and then that translates every 4 years into the challenges of the Olympics. It really puts both safety and fairness at risk for the athletes.
So we had to move the finish line up the hill because we couldn't provide safety and everything in the bottom section. Trying to provide great venues, under warm temps, it's a challenge,
We've had to adapt as athletes to be able to compete in these environments, and we're running more in the winter as part of our training, and then we can use that as a warm-up and cool-down tool if there's less snow available.
Climate change is going to change the geography of where we can host the Winter Olympics and the Winter Paralympics. The only question is how much. Under a low emission future, it cuts the number of potential hosts about in half. That still leaves us with about 50 of the locations that we analyzed that had all of the snow sports infrastructure in place. But under a high emission future, it's a completely different future for the Olympics and particularly the Paralympics. So under a high emission future in the 2080s, there's only 4 climate reliable locations left for the Paralympics.
At some point, it's gonna be too difficult to put on snow competitions in a lot of places, and it's scary to think that this might not be around a century from now.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then, stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush. Fast-paced news updates, featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.